You know that moment when you walk into a room and suddenly can't remember why you're there, or when a name you've known for years just slips away. If this sounds familiar, take comfort. You're not losing your mind, and you're certainly not alone. After 70, our brains work differently, but here's what most people don't realize. Memory loss isn't inevitable. In fact, there are simple science-backed ways to keep your mind sharp at any age. Today, I want to share with you 6 proven strategies that can help protect your memory. And the best part? They're all things you can start doing today. No expensive supplements or complicated routines required. These aren't just theories. They're techniques backed by real research and real people just like you who've seen remarkable improvements. Let's start with something you're probably not getting enough of. And no, I'm not talking about sleep, though we'll get to that later. I'm talking about movement. Not necessarily exercise, just gentle, consistent movement throughout your day. A study from the University of Pittsburgh found that seniors who walked just 6 to 9 miles a week, that's less than a mile a day, had significantly more gray matter in their brains after 9 years than those who were more sedentary. But here's what's really interesting. It's not about intense workouts. Simple activities like gardening, dancing to your favorite oldies, or even pacing while you talk on the phone can make a difference. The key is regularity. My friend Edna, who's 78, swears by her commercial break workouts. She does leg lifts or marches in place during TV ads. Small bursts, but they add up. Now let's talk about your plate. Specifically, what's on it? You've probably heard that fish is good for your brain, but there's one particular nutrient that's like superhero fuel for your memory: omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats found in salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds help build brain cell membranes and reduce inflammation that can damage memory. But here's a trick most people miss. It's not just about adding good foods, it's about timing them. Your brain absorbs these nutrients best when you eat them with colorful fruits and vegetables. The antioxidants in berries, leafy greens, and even dark chocolate help protect those precious omega-3s as they do their work. Try this simple combo: a handful of walnuts with some blueberries as an afternoon snack. It's like a mini tune-up for your brain. The third strategy might surprise you. It's about getting the right kind of social interaction. Not just any conversation will do. Your brain craves meaningful engagement. Researchers at the Harvard School of Public Health found that seniors with active social lives had slower memory decline than those who were more isolated. But here's the important nuance. It's about quality, not quantity. A weekly book club where you really discuss ideas, a regular volunteer position where you solve problems, or even lively debates with grandchildren. These are the interactions that light up multiple areas of your brain. My neighbor Frank, at 82, started teaching his great-granddaughter how to play chess via video calls. Not only did it give him purpose, but he swears it's kept his mind sharper than any crossword puzzle. Now, these first 3 strategies, movement, brain-boosting foods, and meaningful social connections, are powerful on their own. But when combined, they create a kind of memory shield that gets stronger over time. In our next part, we'll dive into 3 more surprising techniques, including one simple bedtime habit that can literally clear toxins from your brain overnight. Remember, your brain is designed to adapt and grow at any age. It's not about turning back the clock. It's about giving your mind the right tools to stay vibrant for years to come. And the best part? You already have everything you need to get started. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you. Your brain's best friend isn't just what you do during the day, but what happens while you sleep. You see, when you drift off at night, your brain isn't just resting, it's busy cleaning house. A 2019 study from Boston University found that during deep sleep, your brain actually flushes out toxins that can lead to memory problems. But here's the catch. After 70, many of us don't get enough of this deep, restorative sleep. The good news? You can train your brain to get better sleep starting tonight. Try this simple trick. About an hour before bed, dim the lights and do a brain dump. Grab a notebook and write down anything on your mind. Tomorrow's to-dos, worries, even random thoughts. This tells your brain, we've got this handled, so it can focus on memory maintenance instead of problem solving while you sleep. One viewer, Margaret, told me this technique helped her recall names and dates more easily within just 2 weeks. Now, let's move to your morning routine, specifically what you do in that golden first hour after waking. Neuroscientists have found that challenging your brain right after breakfast, when blood sugar and oxygen flow are optimal, can strengthen memory pathways. But here's the key: it needs to be novel stimulation. If you always do crosswords, try switching to Sudoku. Right-handed, brush your teeth with your left hand. These small changes force your brain to create new connections. A fascinating study from the University of Texas had seniors learn a completely new skill, like digital photography or quilting, and found measurable improvements in memory after just 3 months. You don't need to take up something that intensive, though. Even learning new routes to familiar places or trying a different grocery store can give your brain the workout it needs. Our fifth strategy involves something you're probably not paying enough attention to: your hearing. Johns Hopkins researchers found that mild hearing loss doubles dementia risk, while moderate loss triples it. Why? Because when your brain works overtime to decode sounds, it steals resources from memory and thinking. Here's the simple fix: get your hearing checked annually, and if you need aids, wear them consistently, not just for conversations. Background noise like birds chirping or music playing actually provides valuable exercise for your auditory system. My friend Carl resisted hearing aids for years until his daughter pointed out he was missing his grandchildren's laughter. Now he says it's like someone turned the volume back up on his memories. Now, you might be wondering, what about all those brain games and apps? Here's the truth: they can help, but only if they're part of a bigger picture. Playing memory games while sitting all day, eating poorly, and being socially isolated is like doing bicep curls while the rest of your body atrophies. That's why our final strategy, coming up in the next part, is about creating what memory researchers call cognitive reserve. It's like building extra lanes on your brain's highway, so even if some areas get bumpy, information has alternative routes. And the best part? You can start building this reserve today, no matter what your current memory is like. Because here's what I want you to remember: your brain at 70 plus isn't a fading light bulb. It's more like a muscle that responds beautifully to the right kind of exercise. And just like physical strength, mental sharpness isn't about perfection. It's about consistent, loving effort. In our final part, we'll reveal that sixth powerful strategy, one that costs nothing but could make all the difference. Plus, how to combine all these tips into a simple daily routine that fits seamlessly into your life. Because protecting your memory shouldn't feel like work. It should feel like living well. Now let's talk about the most powerful and often overlooked memory protector: purpose. That's right. Having a strong sense of why you wake up in the morning might be your brain's best defense against memory loss. A landmark study from Rush University followed over 1,400 seniors and found those with high purpose scores were 2.4 times less likely to develop Alzheimer's. But here's what's really beautiful: your purpose doesn't need to be grand. It could be teaching your great-granddaughter how to bake your famous apple pie, volunteering to read to shelter animals once a week, maintaining the neighborhood's little free library. What matters is that it feels meaningful to you. Here's how to put all 6 strategies together into a simple daily rhythm. In the morning: 1. Start with 10 minutes of gentle movement, stretching, walking, even chair exercises. 2. Enjoy a brain-boosting breakfast like oatmeal with walnuts and blueberries. 3. Do a quick mental challenge. Try naming all 50 states or recalling childhood friends' names. During afternoon: 1. Have a meaningful conversation. Call an old friend or chat with a cashier. 2. Eat an omega-3 rich lunch. Think tuna salad or flaxseed crackers. 3. Learn something new for 15 minutes. Watch a craft tutorial or listen to a history podcast. And in the evening: 1. Wind down with dim lights and your brain dump journal. 2. Reflect on one way you made a difference today. This reinforces purpose. 3. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep with a consistent bedtime. Remember, progress beats perfection. Missed a day? No problem. The goal is overall patterns, not a flawless streak. I'd love to hear which of these tips resonated most with you. Have you found other memory tricks that work? Share in the comments so we can all learn from each other. If this video helped you, do me a favor. Hit that like button so others can find it too. And subscribe for more science-backed tips to thrive after 70. Here's to remembering the precious moments, making new ones, and enjoying every birthday yet to come. Your best memories aren't behind you. They're waiting to be made. Tell me in the comments, what's one memory you're determined to keep making? See you next time. Do subscribe to keep the circle growing.